Alright, this is such a stupid idea, but that's basically all that I ever do now, so... It's a happy day at Tamabika High School as the Urusei Yatsura fandom are all together in a dark room watching Princess YouTube demonetization torture their classmate on 8mm. Because of course they took the opportunity to film her topless, you do it too, and they're really sad about the fact that she's gone to file off paperwork so she can legally immigrate instead of overstaying her tourist visa. And instead of waiting like any other normal person, they just got Ataru up in chains in the corner of the room, and Ataru's like, bro, what the actual fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, what do you mean? Do I really need to spell this shit out? This is kidnapping, and also I have no idea how old Lum is. Say a prosecutor with a stick up his ass just charges you with manufacturing cheese pizza. Then Megan is like, I mean, we got a hammer and we're really, really bored. Yeah, that still doesn't make this whole situation not illegal. We could just hit your fingers with the hammer until Lum comes back. How's that supposed to help? Well, it'll make us feel better. We got a guy from the torture club for the occasion. We have a torture club? I like puppies. Bitch, I get zapped by a taser like every single day now. A whip isn't that bad. Y'all degens just won't lump to yourself. Just kill me and get it over with so I don't have to see the cringe of you fucking up your chance with her. And then Shinobu comes in to save the day and immediately goes, Atari, what the actual fuck? You know you can't be doing BDSM on the school grounds. And then the torture guy's all like, your hand is like a puppy's neck. And then you start to wonder what kind of school administration approved this shit. But, you know, Megane knows this guy's a problem case that rides a short train to school. So he was like, yo, Ataru, here's the deal, right? Like, you get Lum back, and we're gonna help you cheat on exams and hook you up with this chick from Busty Musty Academy or whatever. How's that? And obviously Ataru's into this because he's got no self-respect for when it comes to women. And though Shinobu, though, mwah, girls got standards. The mad lass breaks out of the torture guy's grip and decides that whatever punishment they're going to dish out isn't disproportionate enough relative to how much of a pig Ataru is being right now. So we just cut to him being hung on a rope off the school bell tower, dangling in the air. And the fucking stormtroopers are making a summoning circle to try and get Lum back because they don't know how a payphone works. So while they're chanting Ventura, Ventura, space of people, that's when I realized the genius of the show. Nobody in this series has more than 2 brain cells at a time, and they collectively share like 3. And it's here when Ataru is like, bro, I'm like 17, I don't want to die from cringe or blunt force trauma yet, I just want to go home. When the sky starts to cloud over and turns out their stupidity actually worked, because of course it fucking did. Hey, great job, knuckle fucks, you called the wrong UFO. Did you ever think any of this through for a second? Mouth, no. And then they get kidnapped by the UFO to go get anally probed or whatever by this mildly creepy alien dude. And Ataru is instantly not into this shit at all and says, yo, let me out, I just want to go home, while the stormtroopers prevent him from bailing on this episode. And the alien's like, bro, don't worry, I gotcha. And they warp to Ataru's house where he spits him out. And because this is like Japan in the 1980s and nobody can mind their own fucking business, everyone's like, ah, damn it, the Muraboshi kid got another UFO over his house. We barely survived it the first time. And, like, even Ataru's parents hear them murmuring, and they're disappointed because all they want is just, like, one day of peace without their stupid fucking kid doing something that's gonna lead to more rumors at the grocery store. Alien dude, though, he's just a taxi driver, and he FTL'd their ass a couple of kilometers in their reality and several infinity kilometers in, you know, whatever FTL dimension he went to. And, like, the dude, all he just wants is his fare, which is equal to, give or take, all the oil on the planet. You know, anything to stop using fucking metric, right? This is like some 7 or 8 washing machine-sized washing machine shit. And even Ataru realizes, yo, we kind of need that oil, and also, I don't have the legal right to just hand that shit over. But the taxi driver is part of the mob union or whatever, and he just steals all of the oil in the world because, you know, of course he does. Oh yeah, and then the news blames Ataru for it, but like, hey, plot twist, sup darling, and then we just cut to the explanation that Lum's essentially extorting her fiancé. She'll pay the bill in full in exchange for living with him, and Ataru's obviously not into any of this shit, but Lum's like, but think of the implication, I've seen the other countries on this shitty rock, do you know what the US is gonna do if you say no? I just want to sleep with you forever and ever, is that really so bad? And Ataru was like, yeah, have you ever heard of no means no? Ataru, it's Japan in the 1980s. There's no such thing as no means no here. Like, I'm pretty sure this qualifies as marital rape, no? Ataru, shut the fuck up. Guys can't be raped. And, like, Ataru's still like, my answer is still no. To which I gotta say, attaboy, Ataru. You're gonna get your balls beaten every single day for the rest of your life now, but at least you stuck to your principles. So Lum's like being a bitch, right? And she's like, yeah, you're still gonna be taking all the oil, right? Whatever. And so while Ataru's still saying no, and Lum is throwing a tantrum about how the guy that she just met that stripped off her top and showed her tits to the world isn't actually into her, his classmates, which for some reason still include the torture club guy, do the reasonable thing and give him an off-screen example of the CIA's new brass knuckle testing division. And Lum's like, yay, he changed his mind. I am fucking dying. Please call me an ambulance. Yay, you changed your mind. I love you, an ambulance. Feels like I took my cock to an unregistered chiropractor. Darling, bro, all chiropractors are unlicensed. And then she just zaps him because she's really into that or whatever. So, yeah, Lum covers Ataru's bill. The taxi driver offers to return all of the oil. And then he just causes a global ecological disaster because instead of bringing back in containers like barrels or milk jugs, he just dumps that shit into the atmosphere and lets gravity do the rest. And everyone's just collectively hoping nobody lights a cigarette. So, yeah, so Summer is like, it's Megan and his gaggle of zero collective brain cells that called the taxi. Ataru tried his best to get out of the taxi, trying to explain everything's just a big misunderstanding, and yet the world still blames this kid, and Ataru is essentially just blackmailed into the relationship that drives the show. Otherwise, this alien taxi cartel would just destroy the world's economy overnight, because fuck you, right? And everyone's ready to just fuck over Ataru for it, like they blamed him for the invasion, even though he won and saved the day in the first place. So, like, you know what? Fuck everyone involved. Ataru did nothing wrong. I mean, like, no. The kid gets a billion chances to fuck up later, but this time just kicks him in the dick for no reason. So are we ever going to bring up the fact that you're rich enough to literally buy trillions of dollars of oil in the world with a credit card? Nope. Can I get $20? Nope.